Hello YouTubers, welcome to my project. This is my classic Mini Maguire replica. A couple of people have asked if I'd do a little video on it, so just thought I'd do a quick walk around. Never done this before, so bear with me, make some mistakes and be easy on the comments. So it's a custom Mini's fiberglass body. Fiberglass doors. Leather Custom Minis bonded the arches on for me. However, the standard ones, or the standard wide Maguire ones, were just not wide enough. So I've had to extend them probably by about 2 inches to clear the wheels. Need a bit more work, but shape, it's getting there with the shape. So Les put the rear light, Mark 1 rear light conversion in for me. So I wanted Mark 1 rear lights, I prefer the look of them. Obviously the Mark 1 boot lid. So it's a Matthew Skidmore tubular frame. It's a 2-seater. So this is the first 2-seater that Matthew built. So I wanted a 2-seater. So he was good, he worked with me and I can't fault his work. Absolutely brilliant fabrication work. So it has a central spine, which are the steel hoops, run down the middle of the car, so which obviously where the exhaust sits. So the exhaust runs down that central tunnel and then shoots off behind the passenger seat, and then that exits out of the rear quarter there. And then fiberglass Maguire front end. My engine of choice, unfortunately, even though we got this big bulge, still didn't clear. So all this area here had to be chopped out and reshaped just to clear me pulleys. They were just touching. Obviously standard Clubman front end, similar indicators stroke side lights as the Clubman's going to use, but they're off a Suzuki Jeep. Flat face, they just sit flush rather than the boxy ones on the like the Clubbies have. Ooh, so underneath here, so this is an all-speed small block Vauxhall subframe, or as it was before I cut it to bits. So when I bought this off the original person that was selling it, it already had the engine that I'm using, which is the Peugeot 106 GTI, sat in it. When I offered it up to the car, the engine was sat that far forward, the drive shaft angles were just ludicrous. They were so steep, there was no way CVs were going to last. So I needed to get the engine further back. After a lot of head scratching, the idea I came up with was to cut the front towers off. So basically the front towers have been trimmed down. As you can see, the front section's a lot narrower than the rear section. But so in turn I had to modify the top arms, which they've been narrowed to suit. But this gave me the option to get that engine further back, which then gave me straight drive shaft angles. So obviously your towers there, and then these are going to be my coilover setup will sit there. So I've got gas coilovers. They look short ones, on these space frames because they're basically about 3 inches shorter in height than a standard Mini. So all your suspension is completely shorter. It's all going to be rose jointed. Standard Mini setup, as in the way it looks, but rose jointed tie bars, rose jointed bottom arms. I've got the Mini Sport aluminium hubs with the ball joints so you don't have to shim. Obviously brake wise, It's got the mini spares aluminium forepots, vented discs like the Metro Turbo style vented disc. Steering rack, I had to pull back 30mm because I moved the engine back, so that now sits inside the tub on Matthew Skidmore's custom brackets. So that needs, once the body comes back off, I can finish off welding bits. So just some bits are just spot welded in at the minute. So it's an OPD pedal box with reverse cylinders, which will sit under a plate under the driver's feet. It's an Austin Maestro steering column with the WJ, and at the minute I'm running 2 pillar bearings off that plate which I've mounted to there. Now I may revisit that because I'm not overly happy with the way it looks. It's got a quick release steering wheel, and that's the sat shift gear selector that goes to the MA gearbox that the 106 GTI runs. So that's got Quaife HD gear kit, and it's got a Tranex plated diff with a straight cut crown wheel pinion. So it gives off the same noises as a mini straight cut, which is good, which is what I've always wanted. Engine wise, I mean the standard form Saxo VTS 106 GTI engine, the TU5J4. It's about 118 brake horsepower in standard form. I have got modifications to it. Mine's got high compression pistons, Newman cams, big valves, ported head. So I'm hoping for about 160 brake horsepower. For a frame, well, a car that's going to weigh under 500 kilos, it should be quite nippy. Seat wise inside, because it's a 2-seater, the Kulbo seats there, they were the narrowest ones that I could find, so they are basically tight up against the turret, the tunnel, and then they just clear the B post. So he's going to run harnesses. There's heated front screens going in it, but I have got a heater, so I'm possibly going to put that in just to stop the condensation. Fiberglass doors with perspex windows, and on the rear I'm using glass. The only reason I'm using glass is because these back ends are so light, I'm trying to get a bit more weight in it. So I've made the boot floor, which is going to house the fuel tank, and the battery is going to sit on the other side, which is sat inside an aluminium box. And obviously then your coilovers sit up inside, and obviously got Matthew Skidmore's custom camber adjustment, and obviously then your coilovers sit up inside there. So that's my project. Let me know what you think. Do you want to see any more videos of it? If you do, the engine will be going back in soon. Just mock-up builds. So there you go. Thanks for watching.